Here I'm going to show you the best hassle-free way on how to get to Berchtesgaden from Munich on the train. This will include negotiating your way through a very large Munich Central station to the correct platform on the train, as well as tell you what I think the best way to buy your ticket, what ticket to buy and where to buy it. Munich Central Station has over 30 platforms and more international trains depart from here than any other station in Europe. When arriving here for the first time, it can be a rather daunting experience. I hope this video helps make your experience a little easier. To start with, I have left a link in the description to a map of Munich Central Station. At present we are walking down platform 26, having just got off a regional train on platform 34 after making a short journey into Munich Central Station. At Munich Central Station, platforms 27 to 36 are set a few hundred metres forward of the main station platforms, so we're now making our way into that area. For the train to Berchtesgaden, which terminates at Salzburg, I'm going to use the same ticket I used for the regional train here. If you're travelling into Munich Central Station via bus or train from within Bavaria, you can also use the same ticket for your entire journey also. I will get to what ticket to buy and how I think is the best way to buy it shortly. Here we are now in the main station area and looking to get to platforms 5 to 10 where our train departs from. Platforms 5 to 10 are also set a few hundred metres forward of the main station platforms. This means you will see quite a lot of Munich Central Station as we make our way there. I would recommend arriving at Munich Central Station at least 15 minutes before your train departs to give yourself ample time to get there. To get to platforms 5 to 10 we need to cross the main station area and head towards Starbucks. Starbucks is to the far left of the main station area when facing the platforms. At Starbucks we'll make a right turn and head up platform 11 to get access to platforms 5 to 10 from where our train departs. Having taken our right turn at Starbucks, we'll head up platform 11 to get to platforms 5 to 10. Now for which ticket to buy and the best place to buy it. The ticket you need to buy is called a buy-in ticket, which gives you unlimited travel for the day on any regional train or bus within Bavaria, with a few exceptions. One of those exceptions is that the ticket is valid for journeys to and from Salzburg, which is in Austria. The buy-in ticket is especially cost effective if you're doing a day trip from Munich or travelling as a group. The best hassle-free way to buy your ticket is on your phone or tablet via the DB Navigator application or online via the DB website just before you travel. I have left a link to the DB Navigator application and DB website in the description below. The added bonus of doing it this way is you get a timetable and itinerary of trains to your destination at your fingertips. In the application or website, enter the from station as Munich and the to station as Berchtesgaden. This will then bring up a list of trains and times to your destination along with the cheapest ticket, which will be a buy-in ticket. Once you've bought your ticket, you will be issued with a QR code within the DB application or via email if bought via the website. This can then be shown from your phone or tablet for inspection via the application or from email. If you have not bought your ticket online before you travel, not to worry, you can still opt to buy your paper ticket at the many ticket machines dotted around Munich Central Station. I personally prefer to be all set with my ticket and ready to go, so opt to buy online Plus I'd hope there would be less chance of me losing my phone than a paper ticket. If you're still looking for things to do whilst in Berchtesgaden, I'll be publishing a number of videos on that very subject to my channel in the near future. One of these will include a trip up to Wickler's Eagle's Nest high up in the Alps, but I will also be publishing videos on many more places to visit in the Berchtesgaden National Park. If you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell so you don't miss them when they are released. If you're watching this video after a couple of months from its release, I will leave links to those videos in the description below should you be interested. Well, with all my talking, we are almost at platforms 5 to 10 where the Munich to Salzburg train will be waiting. This is the train we will be catching. Remember, you can also use a buy-in ticket to get to and from Salzburg. However, to get to Berchtesgaden from Munich, we will need to change trains at Freilassing, where I will show you the change procedure. Always ensure that the train you're catching is a regional train, as the buy-in ticket is not valid on an intercity express train. Here you can see on the side of the train it's a regional train. Most regional trains from Munich to Salzburg will start with BRB, but I found the best way to double check is to ensure the DB application or website offers the buy-in ticket as the cheapest option for the particular train. The train to Freilassing takes approximately 1 hour 40 minutes, and if you're going to Salzburg it's 1 hour 50. The Munich to Salzburg train also stops at Chiemsee, which is another fabulous day trip from Munich. I've left a link to a video of my day trip to Chiemsee and Chiemsee Lake in the description below should you be interested. The Munich to Salzburg train gets rather full and in my experience goes to standing room only, so I'm making my way further up the train to get a decent seat. It would be wise to get here early to ensure you get a seat. The train has ample overhead storage for luggage, including large suitcases should you need it.
Ich werde dem jetzt mal ein Ende setzen.
I have just got off the train at Freilassing in order to change trains to Berchtesgaden. I didn't record getting off the train as I've been dragging an 18kg suitcase and an 8kg backpack with me the whole time. This aspect is about to get a little more interesting as I didn't see any lifts or escalators at Freilassing station. The train to Berchtesgaden is presently sat on platform 1 and we need to take the stairs down to the underpass to get to it. That was fun, going against the crowd with all my gear. Here we go again. I've since found out after transitioning through the station again that there's a ramp around the back of the steps, so there's no need to climb the steps with luggage. Again, the train has ample overhead storage for luggage. The train from Freilassing to Berchtesgaden takes approximately 50 minutes. You can expect the whole journey by train to Berchtesgaden from Munich to take 2.5 to 3 hours. Here I have arrived at Berchtesgaden train station and now need to find my hotel, which is walking distance away. Just outside Berchtesgaden train station is the main bus station that will take you to a number of fabulous places. Your buying ticket is valid on these buses should you be here for a day trip. The bus to the Eagle's Nest tour goes from here, which I have already mentioned, but the best trip I did from here was the boat cruise down Sea Lake and hike around Sea Lake. The views on that particular trip were absolutely breathtaking, and a video on that will be published to my channel soon. I also take a number of other fabulous trips from this bus station, in which I will publish videos soon. Again, if you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell so you don't miss them when they are released. If you're watching this video after a couple of months from its release, I will leave links to those videos in the description below should you be interested. I am now making my way to the Schwabenwirt Hotel, where I will be staying for the next few days. I hope some of my German place pronunciations have been okay, but I did have some good banter with a few groups of very friendly German people who laughed at my pronunciations, but were also kind enough to take me under their wing. Unfortunately, I didn't swap details with some of them, but it would be great to be in touch. If any of you are watching, then get in touch with me via the comments below or my Instagram, Facebook or X, formerly Twitter pages. The links to those pages are in the description below. Indeed, some of those pages are in need of some love, so I'd be grateful if people watching would follow me on any of them. As you can see, the Schwabenwirt Hotel is a stone's throw away from the bus station, and thus an ideal base for exploring the Berchtesgaden area. I have found the hotel to serve good evening meals and beer after a day of exploring. The breakfast is a buffet and had a good choice which set you up for a few hours. A good checking in tip here is that the hotel sends you an online checking in form a few days before you arrive. I'd advise filling out the online form so it saves time when checking in. This for me was vital for saving time so I could make it up the Jenner band that very afternoon. If I had not done this, the gentleman in front of me was checking in his whole family on the spot and I would have had to wait until he was finished. Here is a quick look at the room I was staying in, along with the views from the windows. I hope you found the video useful, but if you have any questions then feel free to ask them in the comments below and I will endeavour to do my best to answer them. I have already published the video of my trip up the Jennerbahn, and if you're interested in watching that, I'll put the link up to that now.